about and you just don't talk about, or?
Not really. I mean, we've rowed a few times.
Yeah.
We're both quite competitive when it comes to sports or games or anything like that. We rowed over playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire board game once. I go, how did I cheat? It was a 50-50, right?
You stitched me up.
I had to give him a 50-50.
Yeah.
And
I
what was
said
it
it's either Agatha Christie or it's Ruth Rendell. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'll take a
I'll take
50-50. So you took away the other two answers and left me with Agatha Christie and Ruth Rendell.
But
that's just cheating.
That's what they do on the show.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
That's what happens.
Yeah, they always leave you the two ones that you're judging between.
Yeah.
It's always tough like that. You've got to let go of that.
No.
He did actually put the whole thing back in the box and take Millionaire home.
But I was justified. He stitched me up.
If you'd got it right, we wouldn't be having this conversation now.
No, we wouldn't.
But are there things about each other that annoy you at all? Because even my closest friends, there are things that, you know, say they niggle you a little bit, even if you never say it to them. There are little things that do bother you a tiny bit.
It's not too bad now. We lived together for a while. When we kind of first came to London, we shared a flat for 3 years. So that was testing at times.
As a flatmate, what were Ant's worst qualities?
The toilet seat. He used to wee on it all the time.
Not on purpose, just, you know.
You say that. You say that.
How hard is it to aim for the big hole in the middle? All that every time?
Every time. And you know what I said? And then when I want to have a sit down on it, and you've got to wipe somebody else's up. It's all right wiping your own, but somebody else's, and you just feel dirty.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, well, you say that.
We just moved to London. I was excited. You know, these things.
I can't believe we're here. We're here, my lad. I can't believe we're doing the big smoke. I didn't believe it. I've been working on it.
It's good.
It's very good.
It's a real word, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what would Dec's worst qualities have been as a
He's the
flatmate?
most undomesticated person I've ever met.
Really? But you look very neat.
Yeah, I am.
So what would he wouldn't do his fair share of tidying or cooking?
Never tidied, nothing like that.
I'm the youngest of 7 kids, so everything was always kind of done by somebody else.
Yeah, but you're an adult male now. Stop using that as an excuse. Don't you get sick of people who say that, yeah, I was the littlest one? Get over it. Well, you're still probably the littlest one, but get over being the youngest one. Does it? Because you're not gonna. Neither of you are gonna grow anymore, are you? I would have thought.
I think we're kind of done.
Right,
But,
okay.
we're not that short, are we?
Well, you're not tall, but listen, no, you're a nice size. You're what we call a manageable size, right? No, you're a nice size.
How tall are you? Are you
I'm
taller than the average male?
I'm 6'1½".
Yeah, you see, you're freakily tall. I think.
Stand together, used to. Let's see. Now,
Have you got? Hey, hold on. Now, it's your first day. If anyone bullies you, call me. No, you're not. You're not small to the point where
5'6½".
5'6½". Okay, but you know what I mean. You're not like a big person. You're like a medium, slightly smaller than medium person.
Yeah, I think we're probably smaller than average.
And I wonder whether. Well, I don't really have a question, but no. Did that ever worry you? Does it bother you being short? Because I've got a little boy, and at the moment he's pretty short. And who knows, he will grow a bit more because he's just turned 12. But you know, he might not be a tall person, and I wonder whether that was a worry for you, a problem for you.
No, not really. I've never really thought of myself as a shorter person.
Will you after this interview?
Yeah, I will now.
Now, listen, you've got so many great shows on TV. Really, I mean, it's remarkable. You've got if you were investors, that would be a fine portfolio to have, right? You've got Saturday Night Takeaway, which is great fun. I watch it with my kids; they love it. You've got Celebrities in the Jungle.
I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. It's not called Celebrities in the Jungle.
It might as well be. That's what it is. People aren't watching. Do you really think we all go, are you watching Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Not Help I'm a Celebrity.
Well, what is it?
Where's Help coming?
Well, that's what it's called. They have to say Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
No, they don't have to say Help.
They have to say, I've heard you say it to them. When they're in there and you go, if you're bothered by the book, see, Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And they have to say it to you. I've watched every one.
Hang on a minute, let's ask everybody. Do we say Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
No.
You're not listening. They say they're too excited. I'm a professional. I'm calm. Right?
When we first started, we thought, well, no one's going to say, "I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here" if one of the trials is particularly gruesome or whatever. Surprisingly, most of them do. Yeah.
Except for what's his name? The Huggy Bear, Antonio Fargas.
He was cool.
Who said?
Well, you got confused.
He got confused, and we dropped loads of bugs on him, and a cockroach went in his ear. So he said, "Help! There's a celebrity in my ear."
The great thing about it is when they get the right group of people in, of course,
Yeah.
and they seem to be getting better at that every year.
Yeah.
They do cast it very well.
Do you ever make suggestions? Or
Yeah.
Who would be on your list then?
Mr. T's on our list.
Yeah.
He would be great.
Yeah.
And,
Gary Coleman,
Gary
the little
Coleman.
guy from...
What are you talking about, Willis?
You sound a little guy, but to you... Now, you've been asked in the past to do some of the things. I know that you were asked to eat the witchetty bug and you declined.
Yeah. It's just silliness.
Nah, I wouldn't eat any.
Yeah, I think that's really bad show.
I've tried green ants,
Yeah.
which the little... well, that's quite easy to eat, to be honest.
And were they alive when you ate them? Or?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they're wriggling around your mouth?
Yeah, they're quite citrusy and you just bite their bums and
Okay.
it kind of squirts in your mouth. It tastes like orangey lemony and then you chuck the heads away.
And have you eaten any of the jungle bugs?
No.
No. So you're slightly more cowardly.
Oh, absolutely.
I respect the fact you're not embarrassed about admitting it.
No, and that's the thing. People say, oh, you should. I know somebody has a good idea. They go, I think Alan Deck should do a try. No, don't be silly. Ridiculous idea.
Every year, people always email the show. Make Alan Deck do it. We're not going to do it.
Can't make me.
Yeah.
Can't make me. Try it. Go on, see what happens.
Do you get scared of stuff while you're out there because you're filming near the camp? And,
Yeah.
and you go down there, and there are genuine wild animals and weird, creepy crawlers and stuff nearby. Do any of those bother you?
I've got a phobia of spiders, so...
Right. So that's not great then.
It's not great, no. And there was loads of huntsman spiders in the hotel where we stayed when we were out there. It was like a plague of them on our landing, so that was pretty scary.
There's the spider out there that goes in the toilet and hides in the toilet for you and then pops out when you're least expecting it, isn't there?
Is there?
Don't tell us that now.
Yeah, and then when you sit down to the spider, it's like an eclipse of the moon.
Yeah.
And he thinks, night time, oh look, someone's left me 2 great big bags of food.
I'll have a find with them.
You have a check under there next time.
I did have one spider in my bathroom once and couldn't go in there for 2 days because I was too scared of it.
Did you
and
call Dak to get it for you?
Well, I kind of called him, but he went, well, what do you expect me to do? So
Did you not go and get the spider out for him? Why not? You don't like spiders either.
Not keen.
You big babies! What a couple of babies!
No, but I've got a phobia. In the end, I'd left it for so long. I thought, well, I've got to go back in there and try and do something about this spider.
And confront him.
So I thought, right,
How big was he?
It was good, big size.
It wasn't that big.
Not big in England. To be honest, not that big. It wasn't that big, but it was funny looking and not like the spiders you get over here. So I was scared, and I thought, well, watch that. I could hit it with something. So I went and got my shoes and missed every time, and it ran really quickly up the wall.
Oh,
so
when they run fast, that's the trouble.
So then I decided to get some shaving foam. I thought, if I squirt it, that'll kind of freeze it on the wall, and someone can get it and take it out, and I missed, and I just ended up with loads of shaving cream all over the wall. Then I chucked a bottle of mouthwash and got it, killed it, dead.
Not a happy ending to the story then, but getting there was fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any phobias?